Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. It is Wednesday, April 7th, 2021. Where to begin? It's already starting out to be a freak show day, but what else is new? I guess we'll start off with economic news. The U.S. trade deficit continues to hyper balloon, along with the debt. As a matter of fact, no surprise to you, we just hit yet a new all-time record high with regard to trade deficit here in the United States. It's not going to stop. We are in an economic collapse. We're not making anything. We're not exporting anything. So this is just the way it's going to go with debts and deficits hyper ballooning beyond anyone's wildest expectations. And this is all, again, a plan. It's a scheme to allow the central banks to own the world. But, you keep focusing on this, that, and the other stupid dog shit thing because that's what they're trying to keep you distracted with. I know that's not you if you follow this blog. Now, let's laugh a little bit, you and me. So, Jamie Dimon, the CEO of JP Morgan, said we are in an economic boom right now, and this economic boom is going to last through 2023. It's just beautiful. You can't make this stuff up. Again, these are the people who, they have some kind of a twisted agenda, and I think we all know that. They are desperately, desperately trying to convince us that what we are seeing is not real. Okay, that's the way it's going to go. So just ignore this nonsense and propaganda, fake news, whatever you want to call it, is out there. It's too much. Let's go to the markets real quick. Right now, stock futures are flat to slightly lower. Okay, what does that mean? When the bell goes off, at least at this point, trading doesn't start for a half of an hour. The stock market, all the major indices will begin slightly lower. Okay, the dollar is flat, 10-year yield stable. Crude oil catching a bid right now, so it's a setup for the market to go up. There's no doubt about it. Will it today? Who knows? We'll see how it plays out. But this market is going much, much higher in this environment of exploding debts, exploding deficits, fake news, propaganda, and everything else you can think about it while we're in an economic collapse. So just get used to that too. The distortions in this market are off the freaking Richter scale, and they're about to get much, much worse. Period. The end. Okay. Cryptocurrencies right now are under a little bit of pressure. People, to me, every dip with regard to the cryptocurrencies across the board, all the big ones, Bitcoin, let's just stick to Bitcoin real quick because, again, it's the granddaddy of cryptos. When they fall, you buy the dip, okay? That's the way, just like the market. If the market falls under pressure, you buy that dip too because the easy money is not going to stop. We haven't even begun to see the flow, the tsunami of debt that's already coming at us, but that tsunami is about to get much bigger, okay? It's the banks, it's the Fed, it's what they want, it's their end game to inflate, and we haven't seen anything yet, and I mean nothing. So this is why you buy the dips in cryptos. You buy the dips in metals. Okay, we know the game. It's JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon himself, responsible for the rigging of the precious metals markets. And he sits there with his smug, smiling face this morning telling us how that we're in an economic boom. Oh, really? Why don't we tell that to the people that every single week, and we're going to hear it tomorrow, between 7 and 800,000 people per week applying for first-time unemployment benefits. You can't make it up. But again, this is just great. What was it yesterday? They're predicting another 80,000 small businesses, U.S. small businesses, to close in the next 5 years. I mean, retail stores, we're in a retail collapse, okay? And it's not just the Amazon effect. This is a free-fall economy. I think you get that. So anyway, look, just real quick, we got the propaganda, we got the fake news this morning. It doesn't even matter what the news is anymore. It's just a market. The market is an entity among itself right now. It's just so freaking twisted. It's a complete freak show. You know that. And the freak show is going to get worse, much, much worse moving forward, meaning the market's going up. The gap between the market and the economy is going to continue to explode, just like debts and deficits, like I just said. Trade deficit this morning, a new all-time record high. You haven't seen anything yet with regard to that. It's just the mechanism here that they've put in place. And again, we're going to capitalize on it. I can promise you I will. And I know if you're one of my lions, you're someone that follows my work, you're gonna capitalize on this too. Remember, buy the dips with regard to the market, with regard to cryptocurrencies, with regard to precious metals, which are under pressure right now, despite the dollar being fractionally higher. I mean, this is just a twisted game. I don't know another way to put it anymore to you. I think you understand it all. But again, like I said recently, the propaganda and the fake news, expect more of it. They're going to parade out more bigwigs like the CEO of Wall Street super banks, Jamie Dimon, to tell you that we're in an economic boom, to tell you that this boom is going to continue. There's no stopping it here. We're in a debt boom beyond our wildest imagination here, and no one's talking about it. No one's explaining what is really going on except for me and you. I hope you're spreading this out. This is a takeover. World central banks are involved in a war on the people, a war on the nations of this world to own it all, to take over. That's what they're doing, and people are sitting down doing nothing while our supposed leaders, which are not our leaders, are calling for more debt. Can't make it up. That's the twisted environment we're in, and everything is good. Everything is just fine, right? And remember, people, they are so desperate to convince you that what you're seeing is not real. So expect more of it. Expect more of it, because the bigger the lie, the easier it is for people to believe it. All right, look, with that said, I'm going to end this video blog. I got to get busy here. Please share this video. Get it out there, and I'll see you later.